Hello, hello, and welcome back to another episode of The Rundown. I'm your host, MaryCatherine. This is the show where we dive deep into how the stories we do here at 8 News get made every single day. And today we're getting a little meta. We're going to bring in Hekla Petursson, who is the host of the 8-Bit Show on WRIC+. Hekla, welcome.
Hey, thanks for having me.
So excited to have you. I love your show, and I
Thanks.
think you have such fun energy on your show, and I just want to know more about it, and I think the people should know more about it, too.
Thank you.
Of course.
Weird to be on this side of the
I
camera.
know. I was just going to ask you. You're used to sitting over here. How does it feel to be over there?
Kind of cool. There's a lot of space.
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about much.
Yeah, you don't have to press any buttons. It's kind of chill.
Yeah.
So tell me, how did 8-Bit become 8-Bit?
So, I started here at 8 News as a sales assistant, so I wasn't even in the realm of news. But I came from a social media and filmmaking and acting background, and I saw that these shows were being made, and I was like, please, I know I'm not in news, but please. And so I made this whole little pitch deck to the news director about why I'm the perfect candidate.
That's
And
awesome.
it didn't need to be that serious, but I was so excited.
Yeah.
So I did this big old pitch where I promised people would like it, and I'm really lucky that they did.
Yeah, that's kind of how the rundown came to be too. I was so nervous because my background is producing, so I was always behind the scenes doing stuff, never really wanted to step in front of the camera or anything like that. But when they started implementing like these type of podcasty shows, I was like, oh, that seems like less intimidating and something that I love podcasts. I listen to podcasts all the time. And I also love to like watch people doing podcasts. So this was kind of the good middle ground, I guess. And I called our news director, Bernie, and I was like, I have an idea and I want to present it to you. And that's what I've got right now. He was like, yeah, that sounds fine. Let's just do it. And I was like, oh, that was way less scary than I thought it would be.
I was like, it's such a quick, like, is it a good idea or not?
I know, yeah. And we're so lucky. Bernie is like so receptive to, he just loves saying yes. He was like, there's never been a time when I've been like, what do you think about this? And he's been like, no. So it was really
He
a good experience.
Loves when other people are passionate about something.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, it's a really good energy to be around. Well, I want to bring up, this is some video from your podcast.
Hey.
Can you give us, if you could sum up 8-Bit in a couple sentences, what it's about?
Yeah, so 8-Bit, technically called the 8-Bit Pop Culture Show. It's more of a geek and arts show, but I think people can beg that pop culture and geek culture are kind of one now. So I talk to local artists and makers and doers, usually things that I'm selfishly excited to geek out about.
Yeah. No, we don't do that here. Not at all.
Right?
Yeah.
Or especially because a lot of geeky and artsy jobs and organizations are kind of mysterious. Like a lot of people want to be a voice actor, but it's really rare to meet a voice actor. So if I can give people the scoop on that mysterious hobby or job, it makes me really happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you sent me some notes, which I'm so thankful for. I love notes. Me too. Tell me about your first time interviewing a stranger.
Ugh, it was so scary.
Yeah. I guess I don't think about the people who are outside of news and how that can be like really a scary moment for them to like sit down and be like, oh, I have to talk to this person and keep a conversation going.
Yeah. And I was shocked at how nervous I was because I am an actress. I am I'm used to performing or being on camera, but in this position I had to be the expert. So my first ever stranger to come on the show was Wes Parker, who was my #1 artist on Spotify.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I didn't even know that they were from Richmond until recently, so I was like, this is my chance. So when I brought them in, they were so cool, but I realized I had to be the one who makes them feel welcome, makes them feel like I know what I'm doing. And I learned a lot because I asked him some really not great questions that made him feel a little on edge. And it really taught me that I need to like have a conversation with a stranger before I interview them on TV. So yeah, that was a big learning curve. And luckily I think he had a good time. He's still my number one artist on Spotify.
Hey, all right.
Yeah, it worked.
Yeah, that's so cool. Tell me a little bit about your wildest interview.
Ooh, I think my wildest interview is actually a guest that I wasn't even the one who reached out to them. Someone on my sales team is really into Love Island. And I like Love Island, but I hadn't even watched most of the new season. She reached out to, 3 cast members from Love Island Season 7 were going to visit Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech or Virginia University State? One of the big ones.
Yeah.
And she was like, this is our chance. Like, it would be so cool if we could get them on the news.
Right.
And what ended up happening was she was like, Hekla, you talk to him. And so I Zoomed with Grayson, Vanna, and Austin from Love Island Season 7. And it was really nerve-wracking because I thought that they were going to be like these media celebrity professionals. But they joined the Zoom and they're like, hey, we're not media trained.
Yeah.
They were cursing. They were having a good time. They were like, their camera kept falling.
Oh, my gosh.
It was a messy interview, but
Yeah.
it was really fun because I got to see the real side of them. But it was just so wild because I really hadn't even watched their whole season. So I just had to pull something together really fast. And now I have, you know, when there's street interviews where they're like, who's the most famous person in your phone? Now it's Vanna and Grayson from Love Island. I don't know. We shouldn't have been texting. It should have been email, but grateful.
Yeah. I think you bring up such an interesting point, which is that when you are like interviewing somebody, you do have to have some level of knowledge of that person and what they do. And sometimes it can be hard to get all of that prepared and also have like a realistic timeline because sometimes you want to get something done or you have a deadline or you have this goal of I'm going to do an episode of 8-Bit every week or an episode of The Rundown every month or whatever. And it's like, okay, I will make sure I have all the information while also still feeling really relatable to the person and, like you said, making them feel welcome and stuff. Luckily, in my case, I interview people who I work with. So, like, I mostly know everybody pretty well. There are some times when, and I'm just straight up with it, I'm like I've done a couple episodes with brand new hires who I don't know. And so the first thing I say is like, full disclosure, I do not know this woman. I am meeting Jalissa for the first time or I am meeting Michaela for the first time. And it kind of just like eases the tension a little bit.
That makes sense.
And kind of opens it up for like, okay, like none of us know each other. So like people get to watch us in real time, get to know each other, which is kind of silly.
I like that.
It's really fun though. And I mean, I don't know you super well. I just started being able to like talk to you more and have more conversations because I'm out of producing and I'm into this new role and we get to like work together more. So.
And we were so like, we both had our head on our computer in our department and now we can kind of breathe.
Yes. So you mentioned that you had some nerves with both of your Love Island things, your episodes. But what about Emily Swallow?
Oh, that was also pretty intense.
Yeah.
So for people who don't know, Emily Swallow is the armorer in The Mandalorian, which is iconic.
What? Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
I gotta go check this out.
She's also
I fear I haven't seen that episode.
She's in so many popular shows. She's like this insane villain in Supernatural. It was really daunting. But she was coming to GalaxyCon Richmond, which I go to every year as just a fan. But this year, GalaxyCon got in touch with someone in the newsroom to come on to the normal morning news. And they're like, well, what if you also come on our Cool Geek show? And I didn't know until the night before she came that I was interviewing her. So I couldn't prepare anything. I hadn't watched The Mandalorian. And I didn't know how long.
Real quick, are you a Star Wars fan?
I like Star Wars.
Okay.
The show didn't vibe with me.
Okay.
I need to I need to watch it anyway for the cultural impact.
Yeah.
But so she came in. There was a girl who was kind of like a manager for her, walking her around. And I was like, am I allowed to shake your hand? I don't even know what the level of professionality is with someone so famous.
Yeah.
She ended up being really cool and calm, and she gave me tickets to come to GalaxyCon, which made me so happy.
Yeah.
But it was scary because she came in first. She was supposed to go to news first, but she came to me first. So I had a little less time than I thought to think of questions. And then after she did her interview on the news, I was sitting in the studio editing, and she comes back. And I was like, hey, what's up? You guys hanging out? And she said, no, someone told me that you have more questions for me.
Oh.
And I was like, oh. I was like, I can think of some. I was like, what do you want to talk about?
Yeah.
Right? Like, don't say no.
Yeah.
So I ended up getting to interview her again.
Cool.
And by then I could think of even better questions. So.
I do want to give myself some grace here. This was when I was on my honeymoon, so that's why I missed it. This was last October, and I was literally 5 days into my honeymoon, freshly married, so that's why I missed it. I'm so sad. That is so cool that you got to meet her.
It was really
I'm like a huge Star Wars fan. My birthday is May 4th.
No way.
So I was basically born to be a Star Wars fan.
That's really cool.
Not to brag.
I wore like a Star Wars dress, and she noticed like midway through the interview, and I was like, yes.
Yes. Exactly what I wanted.
I'm cool with it.
I do want to ask, if I can, how do you normally get in contact with these people? Or is it normally like someone says, hey, I know this person, and they pass it along to you? That kind of seems like the trend so far.
Yeah, so in the beginning, it was, aside from GalaxyCon and Love Island, aside from those two, I was just reaching out to people that I respected. I would often maybe find their email through like their professional Instagram or such. Some of these people I know personally because I am in the film and theater world. Like now I'm doing a long series where I'm interviewing a lot of folks from the Richmond Ren Fair, like participating organizations. And, well, for one, I'm just obsessed. Yeah. So it's easy to talk about. But I also, I'll talk to one person and I'll be like, you know who I think would be really cool to talk to is this person. Do you know them? So it feels kind of networky, but it's really just if I want to geek out about something, I reach out.
Yeah. Sometimes it is about like the people you know, and it can be really like scary sometimes to be like, hey, I know this person, would we want to talk to them about something? But a lot of times I've found out, especially like in the newsroom, people are super appreciative of like, oh, that would be such a great interview. That's a great contact. And you can do it in a way where it's not also like a conflict of interest, like especially for these situations, like it's okay that you're interviewing people that also go to GalaxyCon. Like, that makes sense. Like, who wouldn't do that?
It's not political or anything
Yeah,
weird.
It's not something that people would be like, oh, Hekla's talking to this person that she knows,
Well, there's two that I actually got nervous with. One, the first time I interviewed someone that I knew from my childhood, which was weird, was it never aired. I'm sorry if anyone's a fan, but Allison Ogden from Building the Band on Netflix, she did theater with me in high school.
Oh, cool.
And we didn't really connect at all throughout college. So when I reached out to her, I was like, please don't think I'm fake.
Yeah.
I just really want to like catch up and let everyone know how cool you are. Unfortunately, something technical happened and it never aired.
Sad.
But it was really scary to be like, hey, I promise I'm not reaching out in a selfish way.
Right. I just think you're really cool.
One of them that I think I probably gave you a note about was also Corinna Foley. She's a voice actress from my high school, and we did theater together as well. But I was like, voice acting's so cool and mysterious.
I've always wanted to be a voice actor. Like, that's so cool.
What an awesome job.
Yeah.
And so she gave the whole scoop. But she kept alluding to this role she couldn't tell me about. I was like, come on, just tell me.
Yeah.
And a week later, she announced that she was voicing a Pokemon trainer in the new Pokemon game.
Oh my gosh.
I was like,
so
that's
cool.
So cool.
Yeah.
I was like, I could have interviewed you that week. But I was just so proud of her.
Yeah.
It was so cool.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
You told me you had another one that could not be released, Astra Void.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me about that one. Was it another technical issue?
Yes.
Oh, so sad.
I'm dying to interview her again. We're still in contact about it.
Gotcha.
Astra Void is a cosplayer. And I love cosplay, so I've been itching to interview a cosplayer. And she tours with GalaxyCon, actually. Every event they have across America, she pretty much goes to. And she has a really unique perspective on it because she isn't like a stereotypical TikTok-y cosplayer. She's very grassroots. And so I met her at a competition. Maybe this is conflict of interest. She gave me, in a cosplay competition, her judge's award. So I kind of got to talk to her and get to know her through that, and I was so grateful. So when I asked her to come on the show, we both were in cosplay. I was dressed as Captain Marvel, and she was Wonder Woman, I think. But for some reason, we did this whole 30-minute episode, and it only recorded 9 minutes of it. And it was just too awkward for me to post. So hopefully we'll get back around to hers because it was really good.
Yes, and I would love to see you in cosplay. I should have asked you for pictures of that so that we could see.
I love doing it.
I feel like I've always wanted to do that, but have never actually found the time. It takes forever to make a costume, I'm sure, doesn't it?
It takes a long time.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm on the side where I'm not really a seamstress. I just
It's a lot of glue.
A lot of glue. And I also sometimes I think there's nothing wrong with buying a costume. If I just love a show and I'm like, I want to be that character for one day. I can just buy it and then make whatever cute alterations I want.
Right.
But a lot of people don't start doing it because they think you need to be this seamstress and make this gorgeous ball gown or something. But it's really like Halloween whenever you want.
Yeah. And you can also be so many different characters. I mean, there's so many to choose from. Are there some favorites that you've dressed up as?
Yes.
Okay.
My favorite recently is I got to dress up as the main character in this animated show called Hazbin Hotel. It's one of those indie animated shows that blew up after COVID. And I've gotten to meet a lot of the voice actors from that show in costume. And there's this big band called The Living Tombstone who does, if you've ever heard like a Five Nights at Freddy's song or like a nerdy song, it was probably written by them. And I met them at a convention and they liked my cosplay enough that they let me come to their concert like on the guest list. And they were like, we just want as many people cosplaying as we can because cosplay's so fun. And so there's a lot of things that come out of cosplay. Like if you meet someone wearing a similar costume to you, you might become friends, and I don't know. It's a cool way to connect with people.
Yeah.
So I think it'd be really fun if I did that more on the show.
Yeah, that would be so fun. I would love to see that. I feel like Tanik and Julia, who do Real Talk.
Yes.
They did, you know what I'm talking about? When Wicked for Good came out, they did a review and they were in, who was green? Was it, Julia was green. Okay, Julia was Elphaba. She was fully green, painted green. And Tanik had this little tiny tiara on. And I just remember watching that episode because I love their show to begin with, but I also love Wicked. And watching that episode, and as soon as their like intro faded and they came out and they just busted out laughing. It was so silly, and I loved every second of it.
I didn't see the episode at first. I just went to use the restroom, and Julia was washing the green off her face.
Oh, that's so good.
Like, do I want to know?
Yeah. That's so good, and they're so funny. And I can't wait to interview them about their show because they're so silly the entire time. And I just love, like, I literally laugh out loud when I watch their show. They riff off
each other.
It's so good.
Like no tomorrow.
It's so good. So that's coming, I promise. Yes. I do want to really quick bring up just how you can find episodes of 8-Bit, and maybe we can talk about some of those we haven't talked about yet. So this is our homepage for WRIC.com. If you go to watch, and then you go, down to WRIC Plus Originals, this is where you'll find all of the shows that we have, but we also have little pockets of our shows.
And they're so cute.
They are so cute. Here's the rundown. That's my show, Sports, Real Talk. Here's 8-Bit. We also have Delaney's Grade 8 Events. She is out with her newborn baby, so she will be back. But I think someone else might take this over once the snow finally clears and we can actually have events on the weekend. Lift Off with Nate, who's also in sales. This is you'll find everything here. This is just generic WRIC Plus. Of course, Off the Hook with Maddie D and our arts and culture show. So here's 8-Bit. All you have to do is click on it and it'll take you to this little cute homepage. And here's everything.
That thumbnail, when I first took that thumbnail, I was really nervous.
Yeah. It's so cute though.
I was in WRIC with a cosplay on and every nerdy thing I could find in my apartment.
Yes, let's bring it back. The Mickey Mouse ears. This is what, Spider-Man that you have on?
Yeah, it's Spider-Gwen.
Oh, excuse me.
Girly pop.
Yes, cute guitar, Comics, a gun.
NES.
What's the gun from?
It's like an old Nintendo blaster gun.
Oh, okay.
Nothing
cute.
actually comes out of it.
Right. Promise.
But that bass, her name's Barbara. I love her so much.
Do you play bass?
I do.
Aw, my husband plays bass.
No way.
Yeah, he
Bass
played
players
at
are
our
the
wedding.
coolest.
They are. They are the coolest.
He played
actually.
at your wedding?
Yes, he played the guitar and he sang to me. It was
so
amazing.
romantic.
It was so cute. I loved every second of it.
Oh my gosh.
Shout out Alfred. That's my guy.
That's such a good name. Sorry.
Truly.
Off topic. I love that name.
But whatever. Oh, thank you. So here you can find the episodes. You can just click on these and watch them. We also include little blurbs with each of our episodes, so you have a little more information about what's being talked about. This is your most recent one. New episodes of 8-Bit are coming out every Friday now.
Every
So a new one
Friday.
might be uploading as we speak. I don't know.
That would be
You'll
cool.
have to find out. What else on here are you excited about? I love when you talk to these kids last year about the trending gifts. Excuse me.
No, it's all right. That was with, we have a host named Megan Deibler. She does the show Brick by Brick, which is about real estate and housing and Airbnbs. Really cool. But her kids are so adorable.
I thought these were her kids.
Yeah, they're her kids.
They're so cute.
And they love to, they have no problem talking to adults. They're really cool.
Yeah.
But we talked about everything that they think is cool and not cool for Christmas. Most notably, they said Labubu's are out.
Oh.
And I was like, dang, I thought those were going to stay for a while. And what was really nice is they just wanted normal stuff like a bike for Christmas. So it kind of felt like a debunking Gen Alpha episode.
Yeah.
I was like, do you guys still play Fortnite?
That's so funny.
I also loved my favorite episode that I ever did so far was actually the episode with Richmond Fairy Federation.
Okay.
Which was the Keeping the Magic Alive, I think is the headline.
Oh, okay.
Because the person I
Okay.
The person I interviewed was so calm and collected and grounded, but we're talking about dressing up like fairies and just making magic around the city and role play, and it was really cool, and the visuals were so pretty because you can see everyone's costumes.
Yeah.
But I think I am very passionate about keeping whimsicality alive. And so when I can talk to people who are so imaginative and whimsical, it makes my heart melt.
Yeah. That's so fun.
Plus, I want to join their group. I just want to wear fairy wings and
Who doesn't want to
cool
just
stuff.
like be a fairy for the day?
Right? I was like, I didn't stop playing mermaids when I turned 10.
No.
In my head,
absolutely
I'm still
not.
there.
We are still mermaids, actually. Well, what sort of dreams do you have for 8-Bit in the future?
Ooh, I'm really passionate about 8-Bit.
Yeah. I just want to say, I don't mean to interrupt you again, but you can tell. Like when you watch the episodes, you look so happy and you look like you really enjoy what's going on. And it's so fun when you can tell that someone's heart is in something. So I just want to say, like, you can definitely tell. I hope you enjoy it. And I hope that it's the highlight of your week.
It is.
The rundown is the highlight of mine. I love doing this. I love talking. It's so fun.
I love, and ours are similar where we can talk about fun stuff and get a little personal.
Yeah.
Oh, I love 8-Bit. And I've always been, so it starts when I was in middle school. I had this social media account where this is not good for a 13-year-old. Cool in hindsight, not smart.
Yeah.
I was a niche social media personality. I had about 20 to 30,000 followers on Instagram.
Oh my goodness.
And I would just talk about anything. And I loved it. And I was making YouTube videos and documentaries. And so I was already obsessed with media and marketing and doing things I like. But the 8-Bit show gave me a lot of hope for, like, you can do what you want to bring your passion to your job. And one place that it's kind of headed right now is I've started getting involved with conventions. Like I mentioned GalaxyCon earlier, but it's not until this year that I'm involved with them. I just did some panels at MarsCon in Virginia Beach where I just talked about all the geeky stuff I could talk about. And being in those environments is just so warm and welcoming, and it's like a stream of ideas with strangers who kind of think like you. And so that's one of the places I'm excited to take 8-Bit Show is the geek community and geek spaces, because I'm lucky that Richmond has such a tight-knit safe space for geeking out and dressing up and doing fun stuff. But yeah, I really want to stick to entertainment as long as I can. And just geeking out as long as I can.
Do you find that it's hard sometimes to like balance the actual work that we have to get done here and then also like this passion project that you've also created at work?
It's hard.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people see 8-Bit as my job, like online.
Right.
And so no one asks, how's your day job? They just ask how 8-Bit's going. And my normal job, you clock in at 9, you do all your work there, and then you head home. But for 8-Bit, if I want to do like fun social media tidbits, that's not going to be on the clock.
Right.
Same with like if I want to promote it in the community, that's most events where I can promote this are after hours or on the weekend. And so it really has spread into my personal life, which works because I'm so passionate about it. But I don't stop at my 9 to 5 because of it. I keep working on this and seeing who I can get on the show and stuff. But luckily I love it.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people would quit if they didn't love it. But I think the 8-Bit Show works better when I'm still engaged with social media and I'm having a dialogue with maybe followers on TikTok and such. Because it's interesting that my show, although it obviously has a Richmond audience, a lot of my TikTok followers watch it, and they'll send me a DM that's like, hey, I'm in Tennessee, so I can't go to the event you're talking about, but I know this person in Tennessee that you should interview. And I'm like, that sounds awesome, but I can't. Like, no one in Richmond can go to that event, that Tennessee event.
Right.
So, yeah, it's a weird balance because social media is so vast. And everyone's from everywhere. So, yeah.
Yeah. I found that sometimes sitting down and doing this can feel like, it can feel daunting leading up to it because I'm like, oh, I have to get this done and this done and this done in like the back of my head. But then when I come do it, I'm like, I just put myself in such a good mood because all I did was like sit and talk to Hekla for like 30 minutes.
Yes.
And it's so nice.
And sometimes I'm sitting doing my normal job and I'm like sweating because I want to make sure my hair still looks okay and that my voice is still clear because everyone's losing their voice in the winter. And then I just get so excited when the guest shows up and I get to geek out that luckily my coworkers also really support the show. And so if I'm missing for an hour from my desk, they get it.
Yeah.
And I'm really lucky that they do.
Yeah, that's awesome. For people who want to get involved in like the geek community, what's your advice for somebody who like wants to take that first step and just see what it's all about?
More people need to take that step.
Yeah.
And I know it is a really scary step to take. I'm fortunate that I've grown the confidence to do those things so outwardly, where it's easy for me to find those things because I'm already, like, I don't mind posting the geekiest thing you've ever seen on my Instagram. And my mom might laugh at me, but I don't care.
Right.
But for a lot of people, like the first time I really got into this community was through Facebook groups. I would join Facebook groups that were like, I was in Maryland, so it'd be like Maryland cosplayers, Maryland Star Wars fans, stuff like that.
Okay.
And they genuinely work really well. Facebook groups and Discord groups. You can just search online like Richmond Mario Kart gamers, and you'll probably find a community of 100 people who want to play with you.
Right.
There's also a lot of physical spaces that make people feel daunted, but they're very welcoming. Like One-Eyed Jack's in Carytown.
I love One-Eyed Jack's.
Yes.
I go there all the time
No way.
because my husband and I are big Dominion players.
Oh, I've always wanted to play that
It's
game.
so fun. We have like every expansion. We should play.
We should play.
It's so fun. And anytime we're in Carytown, like a date in Carytown for us is mellow mushroom, large cheese pizza, and then one-eyed jacks, and then go home and play whatever new game we got from there. And it's always so fun. And everyone there is always so nice and like has great recommendations. Like we've gotten just randomly new games that we're like, we don't know anything about this, but we're going to go home and learn it. And it's been so rewarding and fun to do that.
Yeah, and I mean, whenever I go in there, I end up buying some kind of cool new colorful dice that I don't need. But I think one of the most daunting things about joining the geeky pop culture community is that in lucky cases, you show up to somewhere like One-Eyed Jacks or a gaming spot or a convention, and people welcome you. And they're like, hey, do you want to play this game? But more often than that, you have to advocate for yourself and be like, hey, I've always wanted to play that. Can I join you guys? Or at conventions, you might be scared to go to maybe there's like mixers. Most conventions have making friends mixer. And so it's scary to do that, but once you're there, all you can do is be yourself.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to put yourself in situations that are social. And if that's not for you at all, Discord is really a great tool because a lot of people on Discord they prefer online relationships. And then often you'll also find like, well, maybe we could all meet up at the Richmond Ren Fair this year, you know?
Yeah.
Or maybe we could all go to that cafe and play Dungeons and Dragons together, please.
Right.
But we all have the same goals. We all like the same stuff. We're all just as anxious as the other person.
Right.
So it's hard, but you gotta be like, hey, I'm here, be my friend.
Yeah. Do you find that you have a mix of like in-person and online relationships? And do you find that there are differences, or is it pretty much all the same kind of connection?
It's hard now because I used to have a lot of online friends. Like I would join a Discord and it would just be a nice community. But I feel nowadays I have to it's hard when we're already doing work online and all these other things online where I want to get grounded and I want to get offline.
Yeah.
So I really have to put effort and time into remembering, okay, I'm going to lose that friend or that group if I don't engage sometimes. Like I still like them. But in person it's so much easier to be like, who wants to go to that party today? Or who wants to play a board game today? Because once you're in front of someone, you can't just hit the end call button and leave, you know?
Yeah.
So it kind of forces me to have more fun and be myself and live in the present. So I like in the in-person community, but online definitely gave me the confidence I needed to make more friends in a new city that I've moved to, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've found also that online helps me just like maintain relationships with people that I move away from or like have moved away from me. So like my sister and I play Animal Crossing and have played Animal Crossing religiously since like 2005. Like
that's awesome.
GameCube Animal Crossing.
So you're real ones.
we are OG Animal Crossing lovers. And she'd always lived in Richmond. She went to school at VCU. We've been close forever. And then she went to med school in Richmond, and then she got her first like job, and it was in Asheville, North Carolina, which is 6 hours away. And I'd love to be able to just hop in the car and drive down and see her whenever I want, but I can't. And so we've continued to like play Animal Crossing together, and that's how we kind of like still get to be silly sisters together.
That's so precious.
And she's also pregnant with her first kid right now, so her son is coming very soon. But recently there was a Animal Crossing update, and so we've both gotten back into it because we'll text and every now and then and stuff, but she's so busy with work, and I was working crazy hours for a while, so we were kind of like passing ships for a while. But I literally texted her this morning as soon as I got up, and I was like, Animal Crossing later? Like, what's up? And she was like, oh, absolutely. So
and it's like, that's all it takes.
Yes,
it's hard to be the one to be like, oh yeah, even though you're not next door, you still exist. Like, we can still hang out.
Yeah, exactly. So that's been something that's been so lovely for us. And even some of my college roommates, I convinced them to get Animal Crossing like after we graduated. And so sometimes I'm like, want to come over? Like, I just made something cute. Like, I got a new villager. You want to meet them? And so it's been a way for us to like stay in touch sometimes too. So
I have a twin sister.
I didn't know this about you. Oh my gosh.
I guess I don't say it a lot.
Yeah.
I think it'd be really funny to have her on the show one day.
That would be hilarious.
But we don't look that much alike.
Oh, okay.
I think she looks like if I were more French.
Oh.
She says you can tell. I think this was a social media trend. She says everyone's either Kiki or Booba, or everyone's either mouse or rat.
Oh.
And so in our twin relationship, I'm mouse and Booba, and she's Kiki and rat.
Okay.
And I think it just means that she has sharper features.
Oh, okay.
But
I understand.
It was a big like Instagram, TikTok trend a couple years ago that we really stick to twin branding.
That's so funny.
But we've done something similar recently where we rediscovered Among Us.
Oh, nice. That is always so fun when you rediscover that game because it's just silly.
It's silly, and it's a great way to get people to play something together. And you have to talk.
Yeah.
So it's not like sometimes people play
You can't just sit back.
Yeah.
If you don't talk, you're mysterious and you're going to get killed. Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
You are the imposter.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
but it's hard.
This was so fun.
Yeah, agreed.
Thanks for doing this with me. And you can check out all the episodes of 8-Bit on our free app, WRIC Plus, for Roku, Apple Fire, and now Samsung TVs, which is really exciting. You can also find them on WRIC.com and on our Facebook and on our YouTube channel. So you should go check them out. They're really fun.
Yes.
I like watching them.
Come geek out with me.
Yeah, it's super fun. All right.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, we'll see you next time.